trees, bringing power lines down. This could be an issue throughout the metro area. If we can now, let's take a closer look county by county. Not everybody is loving the snow. Oh, take a look at this dog right here. Inch back slow.
Good morning, everyone. It's Saturday morning at 8 a.m. We just watched the weather just to kind of get an idea of what the roads are looking like. So far, things look decent, but there's just random trees down everywhere. Unfortunately, it looks like we're gonna have to stay in today. Okay, let's go out here and investigate. It's water. Oh yeah, this is straight slush. Straight up slushy. It doesn't even feel like harder. It feels slightly harder than yesterday, but it's definitely snow. I like the sound of it. It's very aesthetically pleasing. So this was full of snow yesterday, and it's like melted away. So it's probably like dirt under here, like mud, you know? Right now we're gonna focus on cleaning, and I guess I need to listen to something. So this is what I was saying yesterday. I wasn't sure if I wanted to listen to one of the audiobooks of one of the physical books I have, or do I want to listen to something different? But the more I think about it, to this one while we clean this morning. Because I think this storyline will be a little easier to follow while cleaning versus the other one, the love songs of W.E. Du Bois. Almost 9 now. It's 8:43 right now. I would like to be done like cleaning before lunchtime. So that's what, 2-ish, about 3 hours, about 3 hours and 15 minutes. So, I'm just cleaning, so I might as well take a chunk of something I want to read. So I think we're gonna start kitchen and laundry, and we'll do living room. I actually don't really know. To be very honest, like I normally try to go room by room, but at the same time, I kind of just clean. Like I'm just kind of scattered and all over the place, and it all just eventually somehow magically gets done. I know, having a system would make sense. That just doesn't work for me when it comes to cleaning. I just clean. Okay, so we're gonna start off listening to a 1.5 just to get a sense of the narrator and the speed that they talk in. We're gonna see how they go. And if I can bump it up, then we're gonna bump her up. But if not, we're gonna leave it at like a 1.5, 1.75. Sometimes when I'm first starting an audiobook, I start it real slow and then work my way up. I don't normally ever automatically start it off to 2 or any higher than that, just because I don't know. Some people are actually very fast and very animated narrators, and so it does make it very hard to listen to if I'm trying to do 2 speeds. So we're gonna start it off. Oh my gosh, my nail chipped. How rude.
My dad's make it hurt. by dollars make it hurt.
And so it's 11:15. I am about 20% in with the book. I didn't even realize I never bumped it up. So it was just at 1.5 speed this whole time. And I was like, wow, this is still rather slow. I never bumped it up. So I'm gonna probably just do 1.75 for right now. I'm not sure if it's a 2x speed yet. Not really sure, but it's definitely not 1.5. So it's time to jack it up just a little bit. You guys probably saw the little montage. I just organized my shelves in the pantry. I forgot to put my Oreos away. How did I forget my Oreos? This is crazy. Hold on. So far I'm really loving this book. So it has the format of it switches perspectives from both husband and wife. So it started off with husband, and then the next chapter is wife, and then the next chapter is husband, and so forth. So far, at least, at 20% in. I assume this is how it will carry throughout the whole book, but I love it. It's so good so far. I really want to sit and read it, but right now I'm in the zone, so I just want to keep cleaning, and while I'm cleaning, I'm just going to keep listening, I guess. So yeah, we're just going to keep going, but I'm going to bump it up, so I'm pretty sure I'll probably get a little bit further into it quicker, now that I realize I have not been listening to it as fast as I don't even know how I missed that, to be honest. I should have known. I am 39% done with the book. This is a good book. I really want to read it while I'm listening to it. Listening to it has made this cleaning process so nice and so smooth, and I've been flying through cleaning the kitchen. I want to sit and I want to actually read it. So I think what I'm going to do, because the floors have to dry over there anyway and it'll take a little while, I think I'm just going to take a break, read, and listen to it at the same time. I completely forgot to tell you guys. I don't know how I forgot to tell you guys this, but I scored a few good purchases on Facebook Marketplace for books yesterday. So I'm so excited. I'm not even going to tell you what they are. I'm not going to tell you anything until they all get here. They'll probably get here at various times because snow. It'll probably be its own separate video, I think, because I think me and my friends are going to go to Goodwill. We're going to do a group Goodwill haul next Friday. I think I'll just do one big recently purchased haul, if you will. I recently gave some of my books to a friend of mine that I just don't really feel like having anymore. Like, I want to grow my library, but I want to grow it with books that I love and at least like I don't want to have any books in my library that I know I'm never going to touch that book again. I'm never going to read it again. When to me, somebody else could experience this book in a different way, love it more than I did, and want to hold on to it for forever. Who am I to deny somebody that out of greed? That's really how I feel. But I also attribute a lot of that to just being how I was raised. I was raised where we donate, we give, we share resources, we don't hold on to things unnecessarily. And so because of that, I think it's just like in my instinct to just look at some books, realize that I've read them, they were cool for the moment, I do not want them in my permanent library, give them to a friend. I've sold books before in the past, and I do have a Pango, and I do plan on making that a little bit more of a thing, like actively using my Pango to not only purchase books, but to sell books. But I also like to give my friends the opportunity to take the books from me, you know, if they're books that they're interested in. And then if they're not, I tell them to just keep it going, give it to someone who they think could enjoy the book. I'm just not that pressed to keep books or to build my collection for the sake of having a big number of books, when it's books I will probably never touch, never read again, don't care about, forgot about. Like, I'm just not doing that. I want a quality library. I don't care about the quantity of it. I think that's greedy, and I think it's a waste to hold on to books that you don't care about. I also just realized that I have a video that's going live tomorrow. Not put that on my Bookstagram at all. So I need to stop. I need to go on my Bookstagram and make a story post about the video. And yeah, I don't know how I forgot about that. I realized today's Saturday and I have this video to be uploaded tomorrow at 6. So I need to put something on Instagram today to say that there's a video coming out tomorrow so people will watch it. But for right now, we can take a full-on reading break because this is a reading vlog. I'm doing this for you guys. I'm doing this for the people. You feel me? I think we're good. I have snacks. Yeah, I think we're good for a while. So I don't know when's the next time I'll pick up this camera to say something to y'all. I'm going to read for a while. I really probably will give y'all some more. This is a book where, let me just say this before I start reading. I'm really loving this book, but it's one of those books where I really can't tell you much without giving things away. So I don't know. Did I read the back of this for y'all yesterday? I don't honestly remember. Okay, so I have my books, have my headphones, which I probably need to charge these later, but that's a later problem. So I have an ambiance back on, which I just like to have something on the TV. I'm gonna have my headphones in, so I don't need to hear it, but I just like to see something pretty. We're just gonna let the vibes vibe. We're just gonna read until I feel like I need to take a break, I guess. I don't know. I didn't even realize how much time had passed because, yeah, it's a lot going on. Like, I have no words. Like, it's just so much happening in this book. I feel like I have to see this all the way through. Like, I can't stop. So I guess I'm not gonna stop. According to Libby, I am 60% done with the book. So yeah, I have like 3.5 hours of listening time left, but I'm listening to it on 2 times speed, so that's probably going to be a little over an hour. I have to keep reading. Like, I'm not getting up. I'm not going to stop. I have to keep. I want to try these mango chili gummy bears, actually. This is how my attention span works, guys. Do I love them? No. Do I hate them? No. Definitely mango, definitely chili. Fascinating. These are good. Anyways, I'm about to pull my bowl of popcorn close to me and start snacking and reading because this is how much we have left. This is how much we've read. And I simply have to figure out what's about to happen. So I'll come back in about an hour. And that's if I do. Who knows when I will really return because we have a book to finish. Hi guys, so we're going to voice over this part because it's something I didn't really talk about that I wanted to and realized I never did in this video. So, as you guys see here, as I'm reading An American Marriage, I have my headphones in while reading the book as I told you guys I was going to do. This is called immersive reading, and if it's something you're not familiar with or have not tried, I would highly recommend trying this out for reading. So what is immersion reading? It is the act of reading while listening at the same time to the audiobook version of it. So this approach helps you to focus deeper. It's supposed to really help, especially if you're reading something that might be dense or complex or just a lot, maybe some bigger, more overwhelming topic matters. It can be daunting. This is supposed to help you focus and better comprehend the material. For me, it really doesn't matter what the topic matter is. I like this approach because it keeps me focused. As you guys see, I'm locked in. Now, I was already locked in because the book itself is very good. But as you guys see, I mean, literally, like I'm not moving. I'm a statue right there. Also, fun fact, my straw looks so close to my nose. It is not that close to my nose, guys. It's just the angle of the camera. So don't be grossed out. Anyways, I highly recommend trying this approach if you have not yet, because it has been such a game changer for me. It's helped me enjoy books a little bit more. It's definitely not something I'm going to do for every single book I read, but I really do like this approach with certain books. So it's something I'm going to be doing a lot more, and you guys will see in upcoming videos. If you want, you can do some more reading and research on how this is so effective. If you're curious about it, or if you just want to ask questions to me directly, I'd be more than happy to answer them for you. But it is something that, as you guys will see and have probably already picked up on, I'm really loving this. This is brand new for me to do, and I'm very much enjoying this idea of immersion reading. Also, I want to share that this is my live reaction to finishing An American Marriage. So these reactions and these facial expressions you guys see, that's real. That's real. That's really how I was feeling finishing the book. But we will talk more about this book specifically in the future. I just wanted to pop on and talk about immersion reading, how I'm enjoying it, how I'm realizing it's a game changer, and encouraging all of you guys to try it if you haven't. Oh, I just finished An American Marriage. Oh my gosh. Okay, let me get it together so I can talk about this book. This book does alternating POVs. Let me start by saying that, which I think made this book awesome. I really think I would have absolutely despised this book if it was only told from one of the main characters' perspectives. The fact that it alternates from different people throughout the book made it very well rounded, I feel like. So that's number one. I have to say that was a perfect idea for this type of a story in this type of a book. So just to give you some insight about the book, this is centering around a young couple. They had just gotten married. They're just past their first year of marriage. They are a Black couple in Atlanta. And after their first year of marriage, Roy is wrongfully incarcerated for R-wording a white woman. But in that time, his wife's company is successful. She ends up becoming very successful, and they start to grow apart. So it's hard to read in the sense of this is something people struggle with in modern day 21st century Black America. You know what I mean? Like, first of all, we do have this big looming cloud of mass incarceration that we are dealing with, right? We are dealing with so many Black men who are in these systems that have no reason to be there because they did nothing wrong, right? So it's hard to read just off of that principle that this is real life. And then to, just hear it from his point of view, to hear his anguish, to hear his pain, it's just like, it's just so sad. But then, I don't want to say too much without swaying anyone's opinion about this book or the characters, but I will say this. It's hard because this is a story that probably speaks to many families, not even just in the South and not even just in Atlanta, but just across the nation, with dealing with Black men getting locked up at these alarming rates, and it further breaks up families when we are already having, you know, these staggering statistics of broken households for other reasons. So it's just one of those things where it's like this story can be so realistic, and it's already such a sad and frustrating topic matter that it just elevates those emotions, and you're just like, ugh. But at the very same time, the book is so well written that you can, if you really are open-minded when you read this book, you can feel each character's pain, you can feel their emotions, you can feel their reasonings for things, even if you don't necessarily agree with why they went about certain things, you can see it. If you like something that's not fluffy, this is it. It's powerful. It was only, oh, there's discussion questions. No, it's 306 pages. Because there's discussion questions and things in the back of this book. I really want to deep dive into this book in a separate video, because these discussion questions, let's look at them real quick. Let's just look at them. I'm curious. These are good discussion questions. So with that, we need to get back to doing something around here. I literally have sat and read for 4 hours almost, which is great. I'm not complaining at all, but I do know I was in the middle of like doing some things. So we're gonna get back to cleaning a little bit more. I really thought I was done yapping. I'm not. I really am conflicted about what to read next, only because it's not even that that book was like heavy in a traditional sense. Like it had a lot of topics that aren't, you know, the fluffiest of topics, but it's not like I just read like The Yellow Wife, for crying out loud. You feel me? So it's like I'm really struggling on what to read next, because I almost want to read another book by the same author. I think the name is Tayari Jones. I hope I'm saying the name correctly. I don't know what I want. And it's really frustrating because, like I told you guys, I'm such a mood reader. Like, it's very hard for me to sit there and say, oh, well, this is supposed to be what's next on the list. Like, I don't have a list that I pull from, you know? Like, I have the love songs of W.E. Du Bois on Libby. So it would make sense to go ahead and read that one, because I was interested in actually finishing that book this year, since I never did. And not even because I didn't want to. I literally told you I forgot to finish it. Like, that's kind of crazy of me, but it happens. I really don't know what to do. Do you guys ever get like that, where you're just simply and utterly confused after reading something? Like, you just don't know where to pivot and turn to next? Because that is quite literally the dilemma here. I don't know where to go from here. Guys, it's Sunday. Guys, I literally never came back to this yesterday. Oh my gosh. So let me tell you what happened. Last night I started my hair. So my hair is in twists. I did not finish it. I literally got so tired. I was like, no, I'm not doing this. I did not read anything. I was listening to music while I was doing my hair, so I didn't start anything new. I was supposed to get up and go to church this morning, but I have like some sinus pressure. I'm feeling better than I did literally just an hour ago, but I needed to leave an hour ago, so I just sat in the bed. So I'm going to be streaming my church service, but before church starts, I'm going to read a little bit more of 7 Year Slip. While I have another 20 minutes before service starts. And then after that, I'm just going to like lay still for a little bit and just kind of assess how I'm feeling, and that will determine the rest of the day. Because part of me just like, I've been laying down all weekend, but I'm ready to like get out and move around and do things. But at the same time, like, I have so much sinus pressure right now, so I'm just trying to like not overdo it, you know? Anyways, friends, outside the snow is, a lot of it is gone, actually. A lot of it is gone. The sun is out right now. I think you guys can tell by the light coming in. The sun is out. So I suspect a lot of this is about to get melted away. Hey y'all, so it's Editing Monty from the future. It is actually a week and a half from the end of the last clip. So right after I filmed that last clip that you guys just saw, I streamed church service like I told you guys, and then I actually started feeling worse, and I ended up sick the rest of Sunday into Monday. I had the body aches, I was congested, I was super nauseous. I did not move from that bed until Monday night. So that was the end of the vlog. I hate that it ended on a crappy note, especially as I was just saying how much fun I had during my snowed-in weekend, but that was the end of the weekend. So as I was editing this, I realized I never really came back to the end of that video. So here I am editing and finishing up for me to put it up on YouTube so that it can be scheduled out to go up on Sunday. But that is how this video ends. I ended up sick, and that was the end of the snow weekend. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed part 1 and part 2 of my snowy weekend. It was so much fun. I enjoyed what I got to read and just getting to hang out with you guys. So it was a lot of fun, and I hope to see you guys in another video. At this point, please make sure you have subscribed to my channel if you haven't already. Like this video, comment. You can also find me on Instagram and TikTok, which will be in the descriptions below. And I'll see y'all in the next video.